And greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Monster to Mermaid, and this is Minecraft with the Minecolonies mod. And yeah, we are in Pitti Hamaalakut, and you can see everyone running around in their Yule hats. Yule, Christmas, the winter holidays season is upon us. And in some areas it is called Christmas. But here it is Yule, Y-U-L-E, the tree, the celebration of lights in the trees. And so we have a special event that's going to be on Twitch tomorrow, and we're going to decorate during that event for Christmas. And you'll be able to see it on the Monday YouTube stream, what we did. But in the meantime, right now, we're going to continue to get ready for tomorrow's special Christmas stream on Twitch by doing things here now. So let me show you what we did on Twitch this morning. So we are in the farmer's market, and the farmer's market is kind of decorated all the time. See, we have all these lovely lights and things in the farmer's market. We might add some others, and we'll add some things that look more holiday, like some wreaths or some leaves or something. Wreaths. Some things like that we can put up, and lights, some more lights. There's nothing special in the tavern right now. We did get a new person today. They are in orientation, and their name is, let's see if I can find them easily. I might not be able to find them easily. Nope. Not going to be able to find their name, so I'll have to go look at orientation in the university. Let's do this to start out. So I am the ambassador from the nation of Ta'ana, and this is my ability. I am a mob, I am a mermaid, and I have some magical abilities. As a mermaid, I've been given special abilities to be able to swim through the air, to be able to have at my full disposal a library that I use for decorating and things like that. The city council is responsible for the way the city runs and how things are determined. And right now, this is Pitti Hamaalakut, which is the Druid retreat. This is the Druids returning to their roots, essentially, returning to the land and having a safe ancient forest for them to retreat to once they feel better after spending time at the sanctuary, the Druid sanctuary, which is underwater, under glacial waters. And the sanctuary is there for Druids who are recovering either from war fatigue or who felt that they did not have an opportunity to be anything else but what they were, which was a Druid, because of their abilities. And here we have Druids. Everybody here is a Druid. And it's just a matter, I think Ezra probably is the only one, and she came in as a kid. It was the first time I got someone who hadn't really finished school when she came here. Ezra's family, let me look upstairs, we'll show you. Ezra has graduated here. She went to school here and graduated, and she is now head librarian. She is from the Badby family, which is really interesting because Mira in Arnaaluk is one of the first four, and she is a Druid. She is counselor Druid, and she is a Badby. And so they arranged for Ezra to be here because Ezra wanted a different adventure. She wanted to be on land, and so here she is. Now, the fact that they stand up here is annoying to me. I know, but I know this is going to be changed to a level 4 in a minute, but I'm not going to be able to wait for that. So let's recall them all down here so that they're not standing up there. And let me get a books. Let's go to my backpack and get a half shelf of books here. And let me see if I can put these up here before they get up here. So there, I could put it right here. And so they can't get up on top of these desks anymore. And we'll just leave that for now. It's a separate bookshelf that's sitting out. And I'm fine with that rather than having them jumping up on top. I have some things that I get picky about, and that's one of them. This is a level 3 tropical university library. So it is a part of the university, but it is the library section. And Ezra, who now has graduated from university, is the head librarian here. You can see her numbers. She has the highest numbers here so far. Bode is actually the enchanter, and he's just coming to finish his education. He hasn't finished. You can see that he's a 28. Charlie is a peace druid. She also wanted to finish her education for a little bit. So they're studying while it's quiet, while the place is pretty quiet. And Adele is our newest druid. She's going to be a firefighter or a peace druid. And we'll see. And there she is right there. Hi, Adele. And there she is. So everybody is working, doing research and studying at the university. And I don't like that. Hold on for a second. It should be like that. Yeah, I think I fixed the other one to be like that, and I didn't realize that one was like that. Okay. So yeah, so this is the Tropical University, which is one of the big draws to the retreat, that they can come and study in the trees. And we have, at this level, we have dorms, and we have housing for people who work at the university, and people who work on the ground, but live in the trees. There are lots of people who wanted to live in the trees, and because that's the whole point of this place. So I'm running through the Mystic site here. One thing that happened this morning, why don't we do this? Why don't we go to the new, we're going to go to the tavern for a second and see if we got any new people that we can look at.
Oh,
we did look at Luke earlier. Night. Miles is one of our people. Luana we looked at earlier. And so we still have the same group of people from the Twitch stream earlier. So we're going to come down. Let's go down to the gatehouse. So we're coming all the way down and we're going to go to the gatehouse from here. Something's blocking my way here. What is that? Uh-oh. Something's the matter. Hold on a second. What's blocking the way? Hold on. Has something come out here? Let's look and see what that is. Why it doesn't seem that I can go down. That was strange. I didn't see what it was. Everything seems fine right now. So Troy was down here. You remember Troy? Troy was down here working and still living in the infrastructure area. He was working on these buildings, this gatehouse right here, and he was working on, hello Catalina. Catalina is new. Let me look at her. Whoa, no. 11 ender pearls? That is, yep, that's a monster price. Agility, adaptability. The agility and adaptability are sort of they're not balanced, out of balance. The intelligence is exceedingly high. I think we're not going to take her. We don't need anything but a courier or an archer, and her agility and adaptability are not balanced enough for us to take. So we were just looking at her simply because she was standing there. And there's another person right there, Lawson, which I missed him. So we'll have to wait. So this is the gatehouse at level 2.5. And we decided to have Leandro come down and build the gatehouse, but also build the balloon courier here. So Leandro is working on the level 3 of this balloon. This balloon, I believe, is up to level 2 now. Let's see. It is. So he is doing the level 3 of this balloon. And while he is working on this level 3 balloon, he and his partner, and they haven't chosen each other officially, but they are living together, Janet, have moved into the dock house right here, and they are living down here. As a matter of fact, they're sleeping right now in this bed. So we arranged for Janet to, and there goes the air conditioning, which is heating the room that I'm in. And so it's going to make noise for a little bit. Leandro is going to finish what Troy was working on in this area, because he didn't have anything left to do up in the trees. All the way up there where that light is, where that other balloon, you can see a balloon real far away there. That balloon and that group of buildings up in the trees is Leandro's, where Leandro's builder's shop used to be, and which is right here. And he's not here right now because all of these are level 3s. And we need these level 3s done down here at the gatehouse before he goes to level 4. These are the last level 3s that we need. So we need this level 3 balloon courier. We need this gatehouse to be a level 3. And then Leandro and Janet can move back into town, and they can begin, Leandro can begin building his builder's shop back to a level 4, which is the next stage. I think I passed it. Let me see. Maybe I didn't get to it yet. Hold on. Let's come here and see. There it is. So I'm looking for this. This is in the stairwell where we can go to the underground area where we have the underground greenhouses. We also have makers here. We have Zed, who is our blacksmith. We have Claire, who is our mechanic. She's our industrial mechanic. And Troy returned to his workshop because he is working on this. And this is a brand new stonemason. Now, we had to wait for the research to be done, and the research has been done. So we're going to have Troy build the building. Dun, 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 dun. Remember, we said we weren't going to have a stonemason, but it turns out that the hive stonemason is fits right into this spot. Mr. Villager! Yes, it is early, I know, but this is the best time that I could fit in and guarantee that I could get a full 3 hours for YouTube. I've been really having a trouble getting that, and so I wanted to guarantee that there was one. And so this is the only time that would work. And I know, I'm sorry, it's really early for you. I do know that. Okay, I'm making tea, and the tea is very, very hot. So we'll wait for it to cool down a little bit. So yes, so now Troy is going to begin working on this. We were going to rely heavily on Arnaaluk for most of the things that a city needs, but we have decided that we can have a stonemason, and we're going to have that. The other thing that we are going to probably do is put in let's put in another farm, but I really don't want to do that just yet because we don't have another farmer. Let me see how many farms they're working. Let's see how many farms Parnell is working. They're level 3. The maximum that we have of farmer work is 3 fields. And there are 2 fields right now. And she's doing tomatoes and peppers. And I think Simeon then is doing 3 fields already. So if we added one more field, let's close their door, we could in fact add one more field. And where would we add it? We can't add it here, there's no door. There is a door. There's a door back here, but now I'm concerned about the new place that's coming in. It's going to be, see right there? So I don't think we can fit another field right here. That's what we would kind of need to do. And I think I would like the field to be larger. So I don't know where I'm going to put an extra large field here just yet. I suppose right here I could run the field back into these hills, because there's nothing under these hills right now on the side of this ravine. See where we are? So the warehouse is sitting up above this ravine, and we don't have any buildings coming down into this area. So if we wanted, we could have another full greenhouse right here. And why would we have another full greenhouse? Because we are running out of the tomatoes that we need. You weren't expecting me so soon, but still, it's nice. I know, I was thinking I was going to be back in the afternoon too, but I have a feeling it's not going to work out. Ooh, that is very hot. It's not going to work out, and I really did want to get a good YouTube in. I think the last time I was on YouTube, it was only for an hour and like 20 minutes or something like that. So I didn't want that to happen today, and so that's why I'm doing this. I think we're going to put in another hive. So see this one right here? Let's come over here. We're going to come over to this field. Oh, yeah, this is it. There is absolutely no question about it. Something's happened. Some sort of shift in the universe, some kind of way, where I find myself turned around in these places that I know very well. It's very odd. So this is a full hive field. And we could put another full hive field here and then put one on top even. Put a second one in. I think there's enough room. But even if there was room for only one, to have another full set of tomatoes would be really nice. So in order to do that, we would need this walkway to go over. So we're going to lose our little garden right here. And what we can do with this little garden, since we're going to lose it, is let's get this, 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 this. Is that the same? I think those are the only ones that we have here. Oh, and the roses right here. And let's put them over on this side. So let's put the roses there. Let's put these and these right here. They're not really using this anymore. This was for the builder to make the restaurant behind that glass. And let's put one of these here. And so we can do that. Oh, and there's one of these. So let's add this over here by itself. And now, right here where this is, see this entrance right here? We're going to put in a new walkway. And see up here where this is, we can have, we can't have one here. Yeah, we can't. So we would have to have, there would be no way to get to one. So we're only going to have the one field, unless we spread the field, get a second field right behind it and bring the field all the way out to here. In this whole area underneath would be field. And we can do that. We've opted for greenhouses to allow the cows to have the pasture, which is where there is the most sun. And we have special lights in the greenhouses in order to accommodate the produce that's being grown there. Which is why we're only growing potatoes and corn, tomatoes and peppers and corn. The corn probably, it's really a feat, and everybody's happy that we were able to grow corn in the hothouse, and it's been really interesting. Let's go to Arcology. And Arcology, what we want is infrastructure, we want pathways, and we want wood. A wooden pathway, and we want a wooden walkway entrance. I don't think this is right. Let's look for a second. I think it has a piece, a different piece, yes. So let's go back. Let's go back to infrastructure, pathways, wood, and what we want is a wooden walkway. Here's a wooden pathway and a wooden walkway. What's the difference? The walkway, is like that. Yeah, to expand paths. That would be curious, but we really need the other one. Infrastructure, pathways, wood. We need this. Yes, we need the square. And we're going to fit a square, match it up on the inside so that the window area matches. So we can come right here, come through here, and match this building up right here. This is the walkway that we need. Down one, and right up to there. Now the question is, do we want it to be doubled, or do we just want a single? I think we just want a single right here. So we're going to move it back And that will still give us the entry that we need. Do you see what I see? I'm going to have a corner. We're going to have to turn it in order for it to be there properly. We might have to. Let's construct this part. Dun, 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 dun. So this is here, and let us X this, and let's see how this is going to work. Let's come here and let's go to hive. Why am I not using a hive all the way? Because I'm already using the Arcology, and I don't want them to be that closed in. There's a curve. What? Oh yeah, look at this. I forgot about hive having a curve. Yes, look at this. This is the second curve road that exists. Is this one right here. Let's look at the level 5 for a second. Let's see if I can see anything with this. This is a level 5 curved road. Let's come here for a second and let's look at the level 1 so I can see it. This will actually, we're going to have to do something different. We are going to have to do something different. Let me see what this says here. Customizable to local buildings to help you know where you are. Insert directions in these different places so that you can find your way is what they're essentially saying. And that is definitely Lady Chaitana's influence. Aravan and Lady Chaitana. And look at this piece. So we're wrong. We're going to make this piece to go there. If we have this piece in, see this end part here? See that? We can have let me look and see how many doors. So there's a door place right here. That looks like a place for a door. Let's look at 5 and see how many doors there are. 5. So I don't see a door here. There's a door here. There's this door. There isn't a door. Technically there's no door there, but there could be. I see. And then there's this door. Now this comes out really far here. So is there still room for the place that we want to put here with this big large thing right here? Let's bring it down and see how much room it takes. So we'd be talking about connecting this piece right over top of this piece right here that we put in. So it would come all the way over to here, like this. Except it would be this part right here coming over here and settling itself down right on top of this right here. So let's bring this down so that it would be here like this. So when it's here like this, then we have all this, the rest of this for the farm. Is it enough room? Jeez, I don't think so. Oh, but I love the curve. Level 5, and even with it being there, look how much of it is sticking out here. Do we want to cover that? Are we going to want to cover that? Yeah, I don't think we can do it, even though I love it. I don't think we can do it. And I particularly love it because it starts right here, but then the doorway moves over into there. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. So let's go to the farm fields and let's get the full field. This is the full field right here, level 1. And if we come down to this right here, this is where we would need the door to be. So let's find the door first of all. And level 5 so that we can find the door. Not there. There's no door on this side. Let's raise this up. There it is. Was that the door? Oh no, that's raised off the ground. Hold on. So that's the ground. Right there. Where's the door for this thing? Is it facing the wrong way? Skeksis. I think it is. I don't have a door. There's not a door here. Turn this way. And let's bring it this way. Let's turn it around and bring the hut block closer to this direction. And we should see a door now, right there. See where it's showing the wood through? That's the door right there. So this would be the entrance. And it is a 2 entrance, so we can put it in as close over there as we want, including like bringing it, bringing it all the way over to there. In the corner, nah, I don't want to bring it over that far. Let's bring it to there. All right. And this is what happens. So we have a portion of this coming out this far out of the area. So we're not going to have that. We need this to be sitting all the way back in here like this. And we can push this over. We can have this come as far this way. Let's see how far we can have this come before it starts showing on this end. And there it is. So we can see it coming out here. So it can come all the way to here. It can come all the way to there, which gives us room to put in something to connect it. Okay. I can't have it coming that far out. This is the only place where a door can be. And right here, we can do this right now. Let me get a pickaxe. Pickaxe, there we are. I'm gonna bring this part down right here. We're not gonna have this whole piece. I don't think we need this up above. That's what I'm gonna check now. Nor do we need this one. I know I'm using the pickaxe for the dirt too. And that brings us to here. And that is the ground right outside. So there is the hut block right here. But we need a little bit of space to turn the corner right here and have it go in. And this is where we need a corner, a jog actually. Let's see if Hive has a jog, because now we could use a jog. Let's go back to infrastructure, roads, road straight, road straight, road sectional. Let's come out and let's look for a second. What I need is a corner. So X, go down, infrastructure, roads. This is an AL, and it's too long. Let's come back. Infrastructure, roads. This is a curb. This is a converter. Nope. Let's go back to roads. Roads. This is an intersection. And let's see what size the intersection is. This is huge. Okay. This is for a hive. So the hive, and let's look. And the atrium piece is a double piece. So these are pretty big. So let's go to utility cells, and empty looks like this. An empty cell looks, this is what we need to connect, but it's not a corner. It doesn't go the way I want it to. Let's go to Arcology. And let's look and see if we can find the type of corner that we're looking for. And infrastructure, pathways, wood. So the pathway that goes this way, it connects this way. Or we could just put in the other square next to it. And why don't we do that? That's what I think we're going to have to do. So let's come down. So see, we have this square here, and what it's saying is we need another square right here. So this will be glass, and they'll come around and come to a square here. So let's X, and let's go pathways, wood, and the pathway. This is this pathway, and this is the one that we want. Bring it down one, and move it into this space here. And we'll just have it be one, or do we need it to be two? Ha, look at that. We can't do that. We can't do that. The only other person who has anything that we can definitely use for underground would probably be caverns are too big. Would be underwater base, but they'll have water involved. Let's take this one away here, and let's fix this for a second. Bring that down, and we have that there. Move it over. Let's move this over to here. Let's bring this down. If I move this over so that it's catty corner, so that it comes over here like this, is it out of the room? It is not. So how far do we have to put it to be out of the room? We'd have to put it here. So that's another full set of squares. So that means that right here we could put, this would be an interesting thing to do if we put them as catty corners, wouldn't it? That would be a curious thing. And take out the center block. That's what we'd be talking about. So this is the block right here. See the whole thing right here? Let's bring this way. So there's the block right there. So if we bring it to here, and then, but we have to move it farther than that in order to get it out of this room, don't we? Oh no, it's out. Look at that, it's out right there. So we can have it here, be here, and be out. And have this be like this, and take away this section right here. This is going to be wild. I don't know how this is going to work. This is going to be very curious. Ready? Let's do it. Constructed. So let me X, and let me see what I did. I probably didn't do anything. Yeah, I just made it bigger this way, but not this way. I just made a wider area here and smaller openings here. And now I should have moved it maybe one this way in order to get it to not be outside. I think I'm okay. We'll cover this with this right here. Let's take these away. Put these here. Ooh, the stonemason is done. Ooh, we're going to have a stonemason. Wow. Hold on. The stonemason level 1 is done. We are no longer relying on, well, we are until we get a stonemason, but we are no longer relying totally on Arnaaluk for the stones that we need. This is excellent. And there, oh, no. Oh yeah, no, it's okay. That scared me. For a minute I thought it had erased. See, I told you, I'm really weird today. I thought it had erased all that part that we had done. Let me take these. These are on the other side, so I don't have to worry about them. That can stay there. We're not doing anything with this right now. We do need that to be down. We'll take this down and we'll put this here, just so that I can see what I'm doing. So, this is the cave, of course, that's always been there. And this is where the stairs go down, right here, which is perfection. That this is in this area right here. Wonk. And we can put that there, like that. And I'm fine with that. I actually like that. This is only a level 2, and we need a level 3. So let's go to build. The builder is going to be Troy. Upgrade the building. Let's look at who we have. So Adeli just joined. Bode is our enchanter, and he's a magnificent druid, and he can do anything. So of course he could do this. Charlie is a druid, and she doesn't want to have anything to do with this, and Ezra doesn't want to either. So we are now looking for creativity and dexterity together as well to get a stonemason to come in. So creativity and dexterity and agility and adaptability. Dexterity and agility and adaptability. So agility and adaptability is both an archer and a courier. You just notice couriers should be fundamentals instead of craftsmen. Don't you agree? Yeah, I do. But I can understand why they're doing that. Oops, he started building already. Good gracious, let's get out of his way. Holy good night. Troy is on it. Look at him building already. That's just amazing how fast he is. And he is building us a stonemason. And so we'll continue to work towards that. But in the meantime, we're looking at adding this new farm over here. So all I did was bring this over, but it doesn't go to where I need it to go to. Can I put one of these here now? Let's see if I can. Let's go to Arcology. Let's go to infrastructure, pathways, the wooden pathway. Let's bring it down to here and across. And now I need it to come one more this way, or two more this way. Two more this way. And this, I think, will actually give us the location that we want. This is going to be very curious over in this area. Let's make sure it's not showing here, and it is not. And there's nothing here showing it, and that's good. You can see how close it is. It's right there. But if we match this piece, we don't have a way out. So I think we need to put it like this. This is an experiment. It's an experiment. Ready? Constructed and X. And sure enough, it did what we wanted it to do. Okay, so we have this second section here, which comes over to this far away from the edge. And now let's see what happens if we put in right here. What are we going to do about this? The first thing we're going to do is put wood right here. We'll put a wood piece right here like this, and that'll solve that corner. And then we have these. Let's take these out. These are going to be specials. And right here, we probably need to put one of those in there and have these two right here come all the way up. And I think those are full planks. They are right there. And that works. Look at Leia. Leia no longer needs as much birch plank to make a birch slab. Congratulations, Leia. I'm drinking tea this morning, late morning for me. It's still only, isn't that wild? It's only like 9. If we wanted to, we could take this out, but I don't want to do that just yet. We'll see what happens over here. We're not going to have anything here. I think see that right there? That's the other build. And so that's something that we can look at in regards to the fact that the other building is right there. And do we want to have this hall do something in regards to that? Ooh, we might move that over. So we're just having fun. We're having fun making things. And now let's go to a hive. And here's hive, and what we want. What you doing and why are you here? And what we want, just looking. It's like, is it built yet? That's what they were acting like. Is the field there yet? No, it's not. So now, let's bring the field piece over here so I can see it. So this is the field piece, and there's the entrance. Let's turn this around so that it's the other way. I'm going to have to turn it around because I need it to fit like this. I need, or do I? Hold on, let me look at it. I don't think it makes a difference. It wants to go in this way no matter what. We could flip it. Flip. Now bring it this way and let's see. So if we flip it, it would mean that the field is facing that way, and the doorway is here. That's what we need to do. Yeah, you can flip them. It's not good to flip. This is what happens if you flip in a place where this one's fine. This one's okay. Let me look at Brittany's. So Brittany's place, we needed to put it in the opposite direction, and so we flipped it. So see how the table is here? When this is a level 5, we're going to push the wall back so that she can get around to this table. We don't need these 3 things right here, so this will be her walking around to this area and having her have a special area there. With the field, it's not going to matter so much, the flip. And I'm looking to see where the field is and where it's coming out. So it is completely underground in this area, and we don't see any evidence of it here. And this is good. And this is going to give us another tomato field. So now let's raise it up. Let's come back to here, raise this up right here. So this is the entrance for that field. We can push it back 1 if we want, but I kind of like it being here. At a level 5, it's going to look like this. So yeah, we do want it to be back 1. And it is down 1, which is correct. See where the doorway entrance is right here? Bonk. And that puts everything inside the hill. Perfect. Except that the field piece is all the way down at the other end. It does have to put the field piece closer if we have it this way. It didn't seem like it moved it, did it? It really didn't. So it must be the scarecrow. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Ready? Level 1. Assign a builder. We're going to assign Troy to work on this, build the building, and Troy's going to work on it after he gets done with what he's working on now, which is the level 2 of this. So he's going to have the same thing as, is this a 2 or 1? This is a level 1, so this will be a level 2 when he gets finished. I just love that. And then he'll work on the level 1 of the field, and then he'll come back and do the level 3 of both. He'll do the level 3 of the mason, and then he'll do the level 3 of the field. We don't need this anymore right here, and this is kind of neat looking here. This is nice. Is there anything here that we want this to be? There isn't. So we'll have to decorate the walls in this area. 1, 2, and 3 here, going into this. Now in this area, we have, that looks like diorite. It is. We have diorite in the hill that we have in this area. If we wanted, just for the time being, we can put diorite in because it's finished looking. So we can put the diorite here, and then over in this area. Bring this part out. So for now, these walls will have diorite on them. This doesn't come out to here. This is still underground, right in that spot there, which is good. This is where the build is going to be. And so this one right here is not where the build is going to be. And we're just going to put this here, just in case we decide to put in a smaller field over here, we can, and put in another field of tomatoes. Hold on for a second. I forgot it was Friday in relationship to my sibling. Okay, so I just wanted her to know that I got her message. And there we are. So this glass is going to be the same as the glass in these right here, which, believe it or not, is actually just plain old pane. We can't have that piece or these two. Oop. That glass went somewhere. Where did that piece of glass go? Did I put a piece of glass down? No? Okay. And that part is closed in. And this section is done. What do we do about this? This one's facing the wrong way. I'll have to face it that way. For that corner piece. These corners are okay. This corner and this corner, and that. We're good to go. All right. Wow. I think we did it. I think we did. Look at their view. Across the way from here, they can see the new restaurant, which we don't have anyone for either, but we don't need one for the restaurant just yet. When we start having more people on the surface, more visitors and more worker people on the surface, then we will have a special restaurant and cook for a chef. So a dining hall and a chef. I still have to get used to it. A dining hall and a chef for the underground area here. They're going to have their own. Are we going to need another house down here? We might, because of how many fields. This cornfield is here. Behind this cornfield is too close to the new stonemason. So I don't think we're necessarily going to have, you might wonder why this is still open here. And I just wanted to know that there were caves here. They're not going to come here. The Druids aren't going to come there anymore, because now they can go through Zed's. That is probably Zed right there. Yes, it is. And Claire right there. So Zed and Claire are here. And then the new stonemason's going to be here. We could put a house here. We possibly could put a house there. We'd have to see how close that is to... Oh, there's enough room. See this this length? This is the amount of space we would need, because what we're talking about, see that flower right there? That used to be the entry. So the stonemason is coming to about right here. So we still have this whole area here to have a house in for the people underground. Let me look at some housing for a second. What? See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that ridiculous? Hive residence. Wow. Oh yeah, we looked at this long, long ago and far, far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't think that I'm going to use this. It's actually quite interesting. There's the kitchen right here. And actually this looks more like the kitchen, doesn't it? It's interesting. And then over here we have 2 rooms. There's a bedroom here, and that is an outside entrance to the bedrooms on both sides. So there's a bedroom here and then a bedroom here, which has 3 beds in it, so the kids can sneak out at night. And yeah, so this isn't really a place for a family. And that's it. So I don't necessarily want that. In a different situation, that would be fine for adults to live there. Like a shared house. I'm trying to think of everybody. I'm trying to think of some people we haven't used. I know what the Cavern's going to look like. Cavern alternative. Arcology's house, we already have 2 of those. I mean, we could have another if we need, but I would like to have something different. It's a shame with the hive. That's the only house in the hive, is that one right there. So Aquatica is going to have water and underwater base both. Arcology we've seen. Old English is going to have a lot of, I know exactly. Let's go to Sanditon. Sanditon actually has some underground places, and we've used a couple of them already, but I think I'm going to like them better. The Incan is more like a dormitory. The Incan is, or like a monk's residence. The house, the level 5, except that one, which is really cool. I forgot about that one. And then the residence here. Oh no, this isn't what I was thinking about. This is Incan, and these are beautiful. I just can't use them here. Switch. So what am I thinking of? Let's just look at Sandy. We could look at Dark Dust, but I think Dark Dust has an outside. See that yard? That's our problem. And see the above, see how much land, how much airspace there is. We come inside and there's a bed in the walkway, and then there's 2. So yeah, nah. Okay, so let's switch. I love Dark Dust for some things. It's absolutely beautiful, but not housing. And let's continue. And you might remember that for Rosa Oru, we have beautiful Dark Dust graveyard, and we have Dark Dust. The town hall was a Dark Dust, and we changed that into a bank and a library. And but it was the first town hall, and it was cool. We had fun doing that. Well, the English isn't going to, so let's go to Sanditon for underground. Space Wars is too big, the underground one. And it's the house that's very similar to the house in Star Wars. It's an homage. And it's beautiful. Let me show it to you for a second. Let me see if what they've done. this is the residence level 5. So remember, it has this, it has the pool area like in Star Wars, and then it has buildings going off, rooms going off on all the sides. And so even though it's underground, it really is built to be have a surface area there. So let's go to Sandyton. Sandy. Now I know we have 2 Arcologies and we already have 2 Sandytons, but I like Sandyton better. And so we'll go to the housing, to the residence, and we have 2. So this is the underground one that, let's see if it has stairs up. This is the one that has stairs that go up, so we can't use that one. That's the Alt B. And then the Alt residence, this is the one that is completely up. And then the residence is this one. We can't use any of these. So they worked fine for being on the side of the pasture, because we could have them go underneath the pasture, but then have the walkways come up in the pasture, which is what we did. Let's X and let's show, instead of just talking about it. I do that a lot. Why don't we just show what we did? So over here, we have a Sandyton house right here, and there's the way that you get to it. And then we have another one right down here. All of these are under the pasture, so the pasture is untouched. Even more untouched than the Shire alternative. This is a Shire Additions house that has a chimney that's coming out. We've covered the chimney to keep the cows from falling in, and we're good as far as that's concerned. So that just leaves us either Cavern or Arcology. And Cavern, we would have to use Cavern. We wouldn't have to. The default Cavern house is a 2-story, so we're not going to use it here. And the alternative Cavern house is the single-story residence. Is the long single-story that's like this. I like this house. Level 5. This house is very pretty. We've built this house many, many, many times, and it always comes out different every time when we do it. And like that. But I don't want it here. So I think we're going to end up having couples housing. We're going to have a, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to have Arcology. So let's switch to Arcology, which means that there are going to be these little tiny homes underneath. Fundamentals, and the residence is this, level 5, so you can see all these beds, but we only have a couple sleep here, and then we'll have to expand out the sides from that. And we could use the hallway pieces to expand out. If we use the hallway piece to expand out, I can't tell from here right now if it's how big this is, but the Byzantine pack, BYZ, the ZZ, and let's look here, my finger slipped, fundamentals, there we go, and that's how, oh, it would work. So we can make a separate bedroom in the Arcology house. We've done that before, and it's fun to do, except that we just dug it out. I didn't think of using one of Arcology's hallways to do it, and I think that's going to work really nicely. So yeah, we're going to do Arcology and X, and I think we're going to go ahead and decide where it's going to be right away. So we have expanded this area here. We could have it be right here. But will that leave us enough room to put an extra bedroom in, as opposed to having it at the other end of the farm area? And we have a farmer who is located in this hall. Nope, in this hall right here. Located right here. There's the farmer that's right here. This farmer. This farmer is actually going to be the farmer that lives over here. Possibly. So if we put a small field here to give us an extra field right there. I know, it went off, didn't it? A small field right there. You might be able to put a small field in and just have the housing be closer to where the farmer is. I think I might like that. I've got all sorts of stuff in my hands, sorry. I might like the house coming, this is too far away, I think, for the house. Yeah, it is. Or it might not be. A house coming out straight. Let's get a lantern for a minute so you can see. See where this is? But an Arcology house coming out straight from here is not going to hit anything. Arcology houses are so straight and so long. And so we could have the house be there or have the house be right here, where the field is. I would almost rather have the field be here, have the two fields be here. But if the field is here, I could have the house come out behind it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Right? Right? I think that's Myra who took over for Lilith. Let's try that. Bless you. Vincentius Primus exploded. And let's come here. I'm thinking, should I wait until the field's done and see what it looks like? I just have to remember that the farm is right over here on the other side of this wall. So if we put the house here, it's closer to the farm. And just like with Simeon, his farm is located upstairs in the farmer's market, but his fields are down here. And he lives in a tree, I think. I think he lives in a tree. So this actually would be where we want the house to be. And then the question would be, whose house would it be? They're already settled in upstairs, so maybe not. So let's do this. Let's get the tool, the build tool. Let's go for Arcology. And let's come here. Blocky Universe is the designer of Arcology, and it's just a nice little in-between structure style. It's working really well with Hive. It works really well with Cavern. It works really compatibly with a lot of different styles, and that's why we end up using it a lot. I'm going to put in a residence here. Move the residence, turn it around, bring it back, and I believe that is where the door is. Nope. Let's bring this more this way, and I see the door. So the door is right here. This is a 3 right there, with the table being right there. We definitely want the second wall so that we can paint the walls of the apartment different from the walls of the farming area. So we want that. This is coming down too far, isn't it? Oh, but this is not going to be there. And let us assign a builder. And there we go. Okay, so when Troy is done, Troy is going to be the last one. I could get Britt to help build the house while he's doing the other stuff. Let's stop Brittany from working on upgrading her place. Is it raining? Do I have any place to sleep? I could go underwater. Let's come to Brittany's workshop. Let's see where she's at with the workshop right now. Does she have a downstairs yet? Let's look. She does. Does she have? But she doesn't have. This is fine. We're going to camp out down here for a moment. Let's put this up. Let's take all these pieces and put them away, and let's quickly camp. Oh no! Hurry! Oh no! We missed it! We missed it fooling around. We missed it. So everyone's going to have the day off. And let's cancel the upgrade, and let's get her to work on this house. And that way the house and the farm will be done pretty close to the same time. And then we can decide if we're going to have the farmer right away. So right back here, the second farmer. Right here. And so housing, so depending on how it is, we're either going to have Claire and Troy be here, or we're going to have the new farmer and whoever, and maybe the stonemason be here. We'll see. Or the stonemason by themselves be here with their family, whoever it is. Let's have Brittany come build the building. So Brittany's going to start working on this part. What are you waiting for, Troy, that you don't have?
It's a fine day.
Granite slab. Boy, do we need. I'll work on that. We absolutely need to go back upstairs and find us a person with creativity and dexterity to be our stone person. I know he's going to have to dig it out, but I don't like it. I know. But until such time as that happens, and I have to walk by and see it, I think I want to see it like that. All right. Why don't we bring the hill up here? And underneath the way it is in these sections here, and bring this up so that we don't have a lot of space, a lot of empty space there. We can bring this over too. And have it sit here like this. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring this up. Why don't I just go ahead and bring this up? Okay, and then have this part come over. I know it's going to change eventually, but it's not fast enough for me. And have this part here come over sooner. And this piece right here. And I'm good with that. And this area here, where we have this moldy part, we'll take that away on both of these. Right here and right there. Okay. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Now we can extend this over to this section. And in this area here, we'll probably do the same and cover this whole section right here with the green mold, the green stuff. And there we are. And the windows are okay in this area. The windows are squares in this area, and that works for us. And now we can put these back in the library. And let's take these stairs and go up. I know I can make path pieces too now. I think I can make path stair pieces, can't I? Don't I have path over here? That looks like a slab. That looks like a slab. Let's put this here. Bring this back one and put this here. And put one there. Much better. And we have this part. This is okay here. I haven't covered this fully yet. We're still working it out, what that is and why that is. And now we can go up the hill. Wait, did I not put any here? Didn't put any here. 1, 2, there we go. Okay. It doesn't go anywhere. Do we want it to go here? Do we want it to go up this hill and connect to this? Connect across this? It could connect right here. Look, Simeon wants it to come down like here, right here. Doesn't he? Yes, he does. We need enough room for there to be slab pieces to come down. And have it be like this. And there it is, matching up to that. There we go. Okay, and then our slabs. Hold on. I was coughing. First of all, I need that to be there, and I didn't pick up a slab. That's a slab. That's too far a drop, isn't it? That would mean that we'd have to have it go like this. Uh-oh. What's that? Uh-oh, we have something bad there. There we go. Okay, and then here. But that doesn't help us. That helps us get here, but it doesn't help us get here. There we go. There and right here. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so let's have it come like this. Come down across here and come up to here. And they can come that way. The druids can come this way. We could make the path come down around here. It's a direct route across, like just a single path. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to remove this to discourage them from using this way. I don't really, in the beginning we thought we wanted them to come this way, but we don't really want them to. So we're just going to put this right here, and this is the new way up. We're not trying to pave the whole place. They want to feel the ground. They want to be in the forest. They want to be able to be barefoot if they need to be, and they don't really want a lot of pavement. And so we're keeping it pretty rugged, pretty rough, except where we have walkways where there's nothing underneath. And these walkways here, so we have to have something in this area. Let's put these back and let's go to the tavern. So this walkway looks out over top of the gatehouse right here. This is the firefighter here, and I think this is Anika. This is either Anika or it is Anika. Okay, Anika's here. And she's the fire lookout. She's actually a firefighter who looks out here. And so she, I'm not ready to assign her directly to stay. I suppose I could assign her to stay at the balloon, but I haven't been doing that just yet because we have so few druids. So now with this walkway that comes up to the town hall right here and across this little garden, this honored grave, pagoda garden that we have put in here because it was just so beautiful, and it just filled this space right here where we have, what's the honored grave? The honored grave is this root, this ancient tree. This is the graveyard for this ancient tree that is as old as Minecraft. That is the story, that this tree is as old as Minecraft. One of the first trees. All that's left is the root of it and this forest that it started. And so that's the honored grave that is here, the grave for that tree. And I really like that. So let's come here, let's go in. Let's go upstairs. So we need a couple of people. We need creativity and dexterity, agility and adaptability. No one's eating. What time of day is it? It's sunset. So people haven't come in for dinner yet. Let's see who this is. This is Rachel. And Rachel's almost getting ready to leave. But she's not staying with us. She's a first-year student. She just started studying. She's going to be a druid one day. She's not ready. And that's Rachel right there. We haven't had any Graftons in a while. This is Owen Kumar. Owen. And Owen is also a first-year student. If the skills are matched enough. So we need creativity and dexterity. It's not too bad. definitely not agility and adaptability. Agility has to be larger than adaptability for both the courier and the archers that we need for the gatehouse. And who's this? That's Rachel again. So Owen and Rachel, we're just going to let them continue to enjoy their visit. I don't see too many people right now, so we might have to wait. See who this is? That's Owen. Wait, if that's Owen, who's this? And that's Rachel right there, right? I saw one other person. Ah, here comes some people. So this is Banks. Banks wants pork chops. Now, pork chops is hard for us. We'd have to import pork chops for him. Kolonowski, but let's see if it's worth it. Before we start talking, dexterity is not there. Agility and adaptability, nope. Banks is just visiting. And someone went into the comedy club, so let me see if they went upstairs. They probably went up to the tavern to get a room or to get something to eat, but I don't see them, so they came out. Maybe they went to the farmer's market. That's Owen. That's Rachel. And this is Amira. Amira wants, wow, 21 swine. Yep, there's some dexterity for you. Dexterity, but the creativity has to be more, and it is not. The agility and the adaptability. If she was graduated, maybe we would, but I don't want to be bothered with waiting for kids to grow up just yet. And that's Owen. Okay, so we don't have anybody right now anymore to look at. And we have things going on. Brittany is working, and let's see what it says here. So Brittany is working on the new residence, and Troy is working on the stonemason. And Leandro is not working. Why not? And Cade is not working. What are they waiting for that they're not getting? Let's come down here and see. Leandro's working on this. Let's look and see if he still is. Yes, he is. He's upgrading the courier. So we're going to come down and see what it is that's holding him up. We might have to go to... It's a shame we can't pull a stonemason from Arnaaluk. That would be something that would be really interesting in the future. Have workers be able to come back and forth, like as well as military. So if a town needed some additional defense, you could send some of your military to that town to help, and the town would have to house them and feed them and do all that kind of stuff. But you could do that. Wouldn't that be fascinating? That would be fascinating. That might be a part of the future that they're looking at. I would certainly like that. Purple. So that means that we would have to grow some purple flowers, but she is capable of growing purple flowers. So let's see. Camille. Is she? Does she have the recipe for purple flowers? Let's go up here and see. Maybe she doesn't. You have to add, I think with the flower person, you do have to add the flowers. I don't think all the flowers are there, but I could be wrong, and that's why we're going to check. Flowers, they're all turned on, so she can, but she's a level 3, and look what we've got. So she can do an allium in order to make purple, she would have to grow alliums. And what is she growing? And she has some. And she has some lilacs. I think lilacs are not purple, but it doesn't matter. She does have them, and we can get them picked up. Request a pickup. I think I just did. I did. Unable to comply. Pickup in progress. Okay, good. It's so funny we can't find anyone right now. There is the air conditioning coming on. I think that was the end of, we were listening to Excitable Me, which is Vincentius Primus, doing background music for my stream. I do use Drone Hands music, and I also have some music from Vincentius Primus, which we were listening to just now. This is Banks, and we looked at him. So we don't have anyone. Should we go? Why don't I take you to Arnaaluk? Let's go to the warehouse, and we will see how much we can take back. And during the Twitch stream this morning, I was at Arnaaluk, and we did something. So I can come here and see how much we can bring back now. Everybody's, my head is going, we want to do something different apparently. Eyes are itching. Okay, so let's sort the warehouse. It's sunrise. They're going to come in just a minute, and we're going to look for ores first. And we will take the coal, the copper, we'll take all of those kinds of things. So let's come over here and see how many different types of ores we have. So we have copper. We're holding on to the iron until we have a full 64 of iron. We don't have it yet. Almost. That's 58. So we're getting there. Gold, deep slate, diamonds, and coal. All of these have to go back to be processed. The ore smelter to process the ores. Any processed ores here are coming from Arnaaluk. And there we go. So we've got that. You see that I didn't get any silent gem ores. So let's go here and look for silent gem ores. And we have 3 somewhere. Chaos. There it is. Way over here. And, oh, and that led us to coffees. We're definitely taking the coffees back. And we'll take these back also. Okay, let's put this up. Let's put this up and this. And look, here's the tomatoes. Let's see how many tomatoes we have. If that's all we have, I don't know that I'm going to take any right now. But let's look and see. Tomatoes. 633. Yep, that's all we have. Right here. Let's take 3 and leave them that amount. The squash is coming from Arnaaluk, so are the eggplants, the durum wheat, all of that is coming from Arnaaluk. And let's go to peppers. We might not have any. We have a couple bushels. Oh, that's not bad. They're not using peppers really right now, so we can take a lot of them away, which is why I'd like to have another field. I think we only have the 1 pepper field. We have 2 tomato fields. We're going to have 3. And I could do another small field for pepper. because we will eventually have 3 farmers, 3 fields apiece is 9 fields, and that's what we can have. And so we'll leave that. Corn is the only other thing that we want to take from here. And we have a decent amount of corn. They're not doing a lot of corn dishes yet. When they begin to do their own, we might need another field of this. So we'll take this many at this particular time, and that's good. You might hear some guitar. And Sanchez is putting on his guitar. I can't really hear it with the air conditioner going. We'll see what happens later. Okay. Anything else we need to take? And right now we have enough, I think, to put in the stash box. Yes, we do. For the balloon, I want to look at this and see what things we need for it. 1 minute, and with the light, perfect timing. Bing. And let me see. So we need some polished granite, and we don't have anyone right now. So we need granite slab, and polished granite. This is why we're looking. We don't have a stone basin right now. We need some durum, it's true. And we can look up some durum wheat, see if they have some to spare. And we have a dairy, so the cheddar is being made by Watson. Raw pumpkin pie she's asking for. I don't want Romina cooking. She doesn't have to cook either of these. We'll let him do it. So we're going to cancel that out. And let Morgan bake the pies. And so we need butter and milk. Lots of butter and milk. We have 2 dairies, so we're pretty good. It's just what was that? Granite. Yes, it's just granite that we don't have. We could check and see how much jungle, because when we start doing the level 4s, how much jungle wood do we have? 8. That's kind of okay. How much oak? We don't have any. How much dark oak? Kind of have some. Oak, dark oak, jungle. How much spruce do we have? Spruce, we're kind of okay. The next thing that we're going to need, though, is spruce is acacia. How much acacia do we have? So we have about the same amount. So we could actually get several rows of both. Mangrove is imported, and when they ask for it, since it's imported to Arnaaluk, we can use their source and import it here. So I'm not going to worry about trying to get any from Arnaaluk at this time. All right, and let's go to the balloon. So we're going to take the Druid's Walkway. We're going to go past Camille's store, her flower shop in the farmer's market, and then past Romina's restaurant right here, which is the main restaurant in town. We are at the top of the tavern. This is the Druids Tavern, and this is the top of it. This is one of my favorite taverns. This is I think it's, now I don't remember whether it's Jungle or whether it's one of the others, and it doesn't have a tavern piece. You can only have one tavern, and so it doesn't have a tavern piece anymore. Do I want to check and show you? Sure, why not? Let's put this here, bring down this, and let's see whose tavern that is. Judging by the way it looks, I would say it's either Space Wars Tavern or Urban Desert, Space Wars. Hold on, let's look. Let's see which one it is. It's either, let's see, I have a feeling it's Space Wars. So let's go to Fundamentals, the Tavern, level 3. It is not Space Wars Tavern, I don't think. Oops, I need to bring it out beyond the balloon for us to see it. Oh, that's Space Wars Tavern. No, I know that one. Yeah, that's pretty intense. So it's not that one. So that means it is urban. It is Desert Oasis. There we go. Desert Oasis Tavern. And sure enough it is. And this is one of my favorite taverns because it has this outside tree area, which is what we have right over here. We wanted that tree space for them. So you can see the tree space right there, except it has birch trees, that's X, instead of having jungle trees because of the forest that we're in. We switched out the trees to birch. And I think that is, yeah, so that's what it is. It's a, what did I say? A desert oasis. That's what it is. Okay, it's afternoon, late afternoon. It's 5 o'clock, close to that. So we're going to take a rush hour balloon back to Arnaaluk. So we'll put all of these in here because it can hold it. And that way we don't have to all that in our backpack. Let's look at our backpack for a second and see what we have. We're taking some flowers. We have some. They're not in the way. Why do I have that there? Oh, I guess. Let me take these and let me take the flowers and put them. Nope. These were from these go back in the library, and the extra of these go back in the library also, and we're ready to go. So we're going to take a sunset. Wow, a sunset. The sun going down behind the mountains. This is so lovely. Sit in our seat. Let's pull out our magazine and let's look at where we're going. We're going to Arnaaluk. And we turn the page and we fall asleep and we wake up just as we're landing, and look, we can see the glaciers in the background. When they are all in, then we have landed. Marines, we are landing. That's not the quote, of course. And it's exactly the opposite. Marines, we are leaving. And we'll pull out all of this and put it in the warehouse. And these 2 cups will go into a special chest to go to Tana. The coffee goes to Tana, the Mermaid Nation is suddenly so, they have such a craving for actual coffee. And so right now they're paying the highest price. So they've got it. Here we go. So let's show what I'm doing here. How can I? It's 10 minutes to the second hour. It seems strange to me that I am kind of at the point where, let me get a ticket.
Good to see you.
Hi, Elaine. Thank you very much. She's giving me a round trip ticket. And we're going to put all of, wait, did we get it? Did we get all that stuff? I think we did. Let's look. Yes, we did. We're going to take it to a stash box in the hotel, the Trees Hotel, and it will be delivered to the warehouses. So we can come here. Except for the coffee. We want the coffee to go in special shipment. And let us begin. So we'll just put the coffees here for right now. They don't drink coffee. What time of day is it? It is late. Why don't we go to bed? Why don't we check into the hotel for a moment? Come up here and let's use this lovely room. Still fully vanilla. And we're going to go to sleep. And this will allow for everyone to be comfortable. Tomorrow, I apparently need some sleep. This is the bathroom right here. You'll see the sinks right there. We haven't done anything with this. I don't know that I want to do anything with the shower. I really love the way the shower looks. We could take away these and put in different sinks. This is what happens whenever I do stuff. So we could put in, let's come down here. This is Mr. Crayfish's, and there it is right there, the basic sink. Let's see if we like the way these basic sinks look here. And this is a basic sink right here and right there. I like that. Let's take these, bring the floor all the way back, and those are supposed to be mirrors. And we'll hold on to those. Actually, we can take them. Did you see what I just did? I just crashed through the wall there, trying to get this banner down. Let's take these down. Let's have mirrors be here, and we do have mirrors. So we don't need these. Mirror. And there they are. Let's do the gray ones, or let's see if we want the white. And then the other thing is cabinet. I think that's going to put the cabinet up too high. But let's look and see. Down here we should have white fronts. There's white and green. Let's look again up here. Nope. So the white fronts are somewhere here. No, too far. There they are. I missed them. So we can have them be there and have that be like that. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to do that. Okay, this is a shared bathroom in this hotel. That's what I wanted to do right now. I really love this armoire, so I don't want to do anything with it, or this drawer. It's just so fun having this vanilla drawer. I love the vanilla curtains that Nubian has here. I love those. And I actually like the picture being framed with the wall being a different color here. We could change the bed and make it a full bed even though it's a single. Don't you like sleeping in full beds in hotels? I certainly do. Let's come here and get handcrafted beds. And if we do that, why don't we go to handcrafted, because we're going to want to change the sheet. So in this room was the brown bed. So we could use brown sheet, look and see if we like it. Or we could use a different color. There's the sound going away. Let's bring that down and see if we want to use. Wait, we don't have a bed. Let's come back and let's go down to the beds. What color is in here? What is that? That's jungle, all right. Okay, so that's strip jungle. So let's get a jungle bed, which is this one right here, and we can put 1 and 2. And then we can either do brown, which would look like this, or yellow, which would look like that. I think the brown matches the fact that the room is sparse a little bit more. That there's gray, that there's the lining here, all this kind of stuff. Unfortunately, this is the curtain coming out right there, but I think I'm just going to leave it for now. Okay, so that's what happened when we used the hotel. Fix that room. Do we want carpet? We could have carpet, see? That's the ceiling, and this is the floor right here. Don't we want carpet? So they have this in here. Let's see what's here. Oh, the gray looks really nice. There's carpet in this area. I'm just looking to, oops, this one. There's, oh, so I've seen all of them now. Yep. This one right here, there's some little pastries and stuff in this room. This room actually has a table and chair. We should put that in the other room that we used. Table and chair in that room as well, which is this room right here. And have it be here like it's in front of the window when the window's open, and then have on both sides of this bed. So let's do jungle. Let's see what we can find as far as desks is concerned. Oh no, bookstore. Books. Okay. We want Macaw's books, a jungle piece from Macaw's, which is this jungle right here with the desk, the upper part. And it looks like this and that. And then lamps. Let's just do orange. And I know what it is that see, now that's what I would ask. That's just right. Why? It's probably the nature of the music, the fact that I'm having tea, that it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful day. And it is calm and peaceful. And yeah, and so I want to go to sleep. All right, I like it. Let's turn that light on. And now we're back out in the hall. And we're going to go to the, let's see, to one of the warehouses. I think we should go to the back warehouse, the northwest warehouse, and get these coffees on shipment. So we're passing the Trees bookstore and gift shop, the bookstore right here. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Uh-oh. I don't see anybody. That might mean that the food, that there's no food left. So we'll come over here and see if the fishers are fishing. That looked like a courier. And Onyx and Taylor? Thomas. Okay, Onyx and Thomas are fine. They're fishing the way they should be. And let's come down the hall. And that's one of the houses that really needs doing. And there's Paloma. Paloma and Aya are the chef and the bakery chef. And so I'm going to come here. And let's see. There's nothing in there. That's normally what we put coffee in. So we might, yeah, we don't have anything here yet. So we'll put the coffee in. Sort the warehouse. Let's go back and sort it for a second. And of course, you know what we forgot. We should have ordered the stuff while we were there. And we didn't. Let's see if there's any wheat here. Durham. And there's not. That's how low we are on Durham. Wow. Okay. We might have to have them grow it, but I think it's just a matter of us rearranging the farms. We definitely don't need anybody growing any onions or garlic at this moment in time. I think both of those are up to 20,000 bushels. So thinking. Yeah, I think I'll go this way. We're going to go back and order the pieces so that while we're running around and looking at everything that everyone's doing, they're getting these things for us. So right now we need granite, and we need granite slab, and it says granite slab. It doesn't say polished granite slab, so we'll have this granite slab here. So let's come to the post box and do granite. request 16. Request 16. Let's request 16 polished. And we have both of those. Then let's look for polished granite. Polished granite, and let's remove this number here and just request, oh no, let's just only do 16. We don't really need that many, so we'll just request 16 of those. And then we need durum wheat. And we're definitely not doing 16 of this. We need 9. So let's request and see how quickly it says we're going to get it. Okay. Oh, but see the split? So yeah. And the other is carrots. Sugar. And let's request 16 just to see how much there is. Okay, this got off. There we are. So you remember that each of these intersections like this, we've devoted to either a reception area that has the tree that the apartment building is named after, like the Zelkova right here. And this is, the Zelkova is one of the first ones that we did, and so that's why it doesn't have the tree part. The tree we added later to other pieces. So we no longer need the builder that was in the corridor of the university area. That builder is done. So I do know that, and there we go. And yep, I'm not gonna make it. Wow, that is so weird. I'm not gonna make it. I'm too sleepy. So this is what we worked on. This is the new reception area, and we have one of the kids. Frankie is here, and Frank is Nicholas, one of the submarine techs, and his partner from I don't remember. So I'll have to check, but it's one of their kids, actually one of their kids, and there she is, and she is doing this thing of standing in the corners. There's still some of the new pathing that's kind of weird, but she seems to be okay so far. And there we go. But this morning, after Danny finished putting in the full skylight at level 3 skylight, and then we finished this Druid peace station. So this is a reception desk for the university and for the tavern, so that if people are lost or if people are trying to find something, this is where they would come, as well as directly to your and there we go. This is Michaela, and Michaela is visiting. You saw her shoes. This is the easiest way to tell, aside from the fact, especially if I don't have up the headings, and I don't want them up, then I can see by their shoes that they're actually, these people are dancing together. There must be music playing. There's that big music system over there. Someone must have put on some music. And this is the tavern. The tavern comes up to this entrance also, which is good, because that means that if they have any question, the visitors, there is someone here who can answer their questions, and we no longer needed the builder in this section. They also planted some really pretty flowers to go along with the theme of this. This is white mangrove. So that is interesting. And that's what we did this morning. That kind of takes some time. So we spent about 15 minutes working on that, and it was fun. And then Case is still working, waiting for some stuff back here, and we can check and see. Danny was no longer needed as a builder, and so he went back to what he had decided he wanted to do after there was no longer any building that needed to be done. And he is working out. He's doing physical fitness for visitors and for people who come with zeal, but he is also preparing himself for competitions, for archery competitions, and he is pretty good. There he is right there, and you can see that he's pretty good. Now, Zio has been here since she left school, since she left university, and with great grades. You can see her grades right there. And so she is a really good archer, and she is running this fitness center, and Danny is helping her with the fitness center. And it's funny that I hear that. I heard him working. I heard a whistle that time. But now he's not coming. Okay, that was that's Leonard. Leonard is one of the bakers, and that sound you heard. Oh, no wonder. I will work on it. I'm glad I checked. Hold on, that's what's happening here. What doesn't he need? So see, he has to. Why don't we put that there? The eggs are fine. Sugar, cream cheese, and his own dinner. He's got a bunch of empty glasses, but he kind of needs some of them. But he has too much. So let's take the eggs. Let's take one of the Durhams, and that gives him a little bit of space. And we can put this into the cabinet. Do we have anything in a cabinet right now? We do not. I thought we did, but we don't. No. Okay. So we're going to give him a cabinet right here, and we'll put these extras in so that there's enough room for him not to be asking for room. And I think that's good. I know. Okay. And then this is Khalil. And Khalil's doing fine, except he has like a ton of tea. Let's take these teas away for a minute, and he can have those three. And let's see what's in his fridge. He's got tea in the fridge and fish and chips in the fridge. Let's come down. How many fish and chips does he have? How many does he need? This can go back in the fridge. Let's see how many of these there are. Oh, and there's another one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Let's do the 62 here and that, and have these go back to the warehouse. Everything else is low, so that's fine. And right here we'll put in the tea here, but we're having these go back to the warehouse freezers for one of the other, for him later on. That way it doesn't go bad. And if another restaurant needs it, it's there for one of the other restaurants. Let's come back to see what Nina's doing since we're here. Notice everybody's been fed. Nobody's unhappy about the dining room, which is wonderful. It's really wonderful how well this is working when you have enough people. So we have several cooks, several chefs, several bakeries. Franklin is right here. And let's see how Franklin's doing. Does he need some room? He's fine. He's making pizza. See those tomatoes sitting there? That is all for pizza. And in here, she's got explorers sitting here. This is Skylar and Kari, but they're being fed. She does have tea. Let's take this one away. Let's see how much tea is in here. Sure enough. And other than that, she's a little low on food. It just so happens that it's food that everybody wants. Let's come down to Atticus and let's see if he's hoarding. He is hoarding. He doesn't need these. We're going to take these away from him right now. He can have this full set if he leaves. Wait, is that a cake? He can take the cake. I'm just going to let him take half of the cakes with him if he goes on a trip. So we have, that's the ambassador to the Nether. We're going to bring this food back to Nina right here and have her have a little bit more. And that's good. Where's Franklin? Oh, there he is. There he is. Where's he going? Franklin, where were you going? That was very curious.
Need something?
He is working, so, and this is Atticus. I recognize his scarf, and so everyone's good here. That's Jessie in the alchemy, and this is Mildred and Lillian over here, and we can check. Lillian's coming out. She's probably going to get something to eat. And then all of our kids are here. And let's look at them for a minute and see if we have anyone who even remotely can do what we need. Azaria is Frankie's sibling, and Leighton was raised with Frankie and Azaria by Nicholas. And wow, why can't I remember? That's very bad. The two submarine techs, two of the submarine techs are parents to Azaria, Frankie, and Leighton. Azaria is still here. She is graduated now, and looking at her skill set, she's 15 and 8. We're going to have her take over one of the peace stations. Azaria is going to be a peace druid. Fabian's the head of the library, which is why he's an 84. Kylie is graduated now, and she has adaptability and agility. Where's her agility? Look at that. We could have her train to be a... Why don't we have Kylie train? I'm talking about these kids. Let me get the Akasha records for a second for Arnaaluk. And then I can see. It's Nicholas, and the kids belong to Nicholas, and Fernando helped Nicholas raise the kids. Azaria and Frankie are Nicholas's kids, and Leighton was fostered by Nicholas and Fernando. And we're talking about having Azaria take over one of the druid spots. And so we're going to make Azaria a peace druid, and we'll have to find her the one where she's going to be. Druid, reception, and we'll figure out which reception place she's going to be at. And then Leighton, so let's have her not be here. Leighton is going to join the dexterity, nope, it's agility and adaptability. I think they're close enough that we're going to have Leighton. It says that she's a possible courier. Which do we need more? We need her to be a courier. She wants to be a courier. We're going to have her be a courier at the first warehouse, it looks like. She's going to be a courier, and we'll get her, so she'll need a place to live, and they are both gone. Fabian is the librarian. Kylie is graduated. And Kylie is adaptability and agility. Let's have Kylie, who River and Spencer raised. Let's have Kylie go, and she's going to be an archer. She's going to be a druid at the athletic center. We should put archer because technically that is what it is there. CHER at the athletic center, the University Athletic Center, as opposed to the Gatehouse Athletic Center. So we'll put her there. So Kylie is gone. And hold on, I'm going to cough. Mohammed is graduated. Agility. Whoa, look at this. Look at Mohammed. Agility and adaptability. Agility and adaptability. Mohammed is ready to be an archer at the Gatehouse, and he, I believe, is going to be a backup. I'm going to have to see. I might have both Mohammed and Kylie be at the... But look at that. Let me find out where he is. Did he come in to be... Amcot? I think he's actually a rescued druid, which is why he has the ability. And if he does, then he might be coming in to be a courier. So let's go to edit for a minute. Let's find him. Find Mohammed. H-A-M-E-D. And there he is. Possible courier for the main warehouse. He is supposed to be a courier. So we're going to have him. He was just doing orientation. And we're going to show now that he is going to be courier for the main warehouse. And sure enough, Reynolds hasn't graduated yet. He's one of the kids. Stephanie is graduated, and agility, adaptability. I don't have anything more. I don't want to do anyone else right now. So we have Azaria, Kylie, and Leighton and Mohammed all going to jobs. So let's come over here. Now that we know, let's go to the different work stations that we have. So this is saying that, yes, this is saying that Mohammed is going to work as a courier in the first warehouse, And I believe that brings the warehouse up to 9. So we're going to come. The warehouses are at 8 right now, all 3 warehouses, and we do need them to come up to 9, up to 10. So that is why we are looking. And this warehouse has how many? We're going to check. And it has 7, so this is going to make 8. Yeah, we definitely need one here. That is too low. And I know, wait, I went up the wrong, I'm in the warehouse. I need to go around the corner here and go into the logistics center and find Mohammed a desk. Travis is here. So these are the ones who are doing submarines. Travis is doing a submarine. Louise is doing a submarine. Let's go upstairs. We have a submarine up here if Mohammed wanted to do it in the warehouse, if there's no space here for him. This is Philippa. This is Harry. We have 2 Harrys. This is Kishore. And this is Sam on this side. Let's look on the other side. This is nobody here. We're going to put Mohammed here. And now we have to get him a key. Who's this?
Yes.
Hi, Jackson. We're going to get him a key to the warehouse. So we'll come downstairs and come around the corner and get him a key for the warehouse. And we now have 8 here. Nope, not here. Back. back. And we are going to hire Mohammed right here. Dun, 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 dun. So now we have 8 here. Let's look at some housing. This is the Oaks housing right here. The Oaks apartments. Let's see if there's any room anywhere. This is Harry and Sam living here. Who lives here? This is Louise living by herself. Let's come here for a minute. Who's here? This is Travis living by himself. And here, this is Kendra living by herself. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to have these 2 move out. We're going to have Harry and Sam move in with the women. And then in here, so Louise is here. We'll have Sam move in. Sam's good. Let's look here. And Travis is here by himself. We're going to have Mohammed move in here. And let's go over here. And this is Kendra by herself. And we're going to have Harry move in here. So Harry and Kendra are living together here. Travis is fine where he is. They all have a good amount of space, so they don't have too long a distance between their work. And that takes care of Mohammed. Mohammed is officially a courier for the main warehouse. Let's go back to the athletic center, and we're going to get the 2 kids who are, well, the one kid, I think, who is going to be an archer. And we'll look at her right quick. Let's come over here. It's nighttime, I think. Is it night? Yes, they're asleep. And let's look. So Danny and Zio are here. Azaria is not for this job. Azaria is going to do something else. She can't do this job. Leighton can do this job. And Leighton is the one that's going to be here. So Leighton is supposed to do this job right here. And we're going to assign Leighton here. Let's look for Leighton's family connections for a minute. Remember, Leighton was fostered by the submarine techs, Nicholas and Fernando. And so it's said that she was going to be a courier for the warehouse. It said that she was. Do we need couriers more than we need archers? We do. So we're going to cancel this. We're going to have her. We're going to see which one she's going to join. We need couriers. That's an 8. And we need all 3 of the warehouses to have a 10. So let's come back here. I'm going all the way back to the 3rd warehouse, the house in the northwest, and see about her being there. Oh, Muhammad doesn't have any family close at hand, and she does. And this is the thing that I do. So Muhammad doesn't really have any family. Let's rearrange this. Let's come here and let's go upstairs to that, and we're going to trade out Muhammad for Leighton. Let's come here. Let's go up. And I think it was this office. We'll find out in a minute. Yes, it was. So we're going to have Muhammad go to one of the other warehouses to work. We're going to have Leighton come here and start. And Leighton is going to live, we'll find out in just a moment. We just need her to actually have a key first. And which one am I supposed to be at? This one. So we'll come back over here and get a key for the warehouse for her. Or him. I'm not sure at this particular moment. So let's come here and let's go to manage workers. And now it's showing Leighton here. There we go. Okay. And she's going to be at the first warehouse. The main warehouse. So Leighton's at the main warehouse. Main warehouse. And she has a key now and she works here. And so seeing Arnaaluk once again is good. Excellent. I'm glad. So we have her. Now she needs to live somewhere. And where did we put him? Did we put him in the Oaks? I think we did. So let's look for Muhammad. No one lives here. Let's put Leighton here. And let's look here. And this is where we put the guys. So Sam is living with Louise now. And Travis and Muhammad are here. We're going to move Muhammad out. And Travis is here by himself right now. And Harry and Kendra are here. And this works for me. So quickly, let's get Muhammad to the makers, the second makers warehouse. Because that warehouse, why don't we cut through here? That warehouse is very, very busy. And I think we have room. It'll be interesting if we don't have room. No one lives in this area because right here, see, this is Mr. Villager's apartment that he designed a while ago. And this is the sitting area in the right here. And then we have the kitchen. It's a lovely, expansive kitchen for someone who loves to cook. And oh, the refrigerator is around the corner in this workspace area. So there's the fridge, and look at all this beautiful space. And then upstairs is one of the most beautiful upstairs areas that we have, and I just love this. So this is the entertainment center right here. This is the dining area, and then the bedrooms. Right now there are singles up here, and they have a pet bat who's on a chair, and some of the really beautiful windows of chipped, which I just love. And this is Mr. Villager's place, and he is not sharing right now with anyone. This entire area here belongs to druids who are working, and eventually, we don't want to go that way, we want to go this way. And eventually, when they have time off, this is where they come. So we're headed towards the second maker's warehouse. We're at the farm road. This is the farm rail corridor, the main farm corridor, and it has rail in it because it is a long corridor. Let's come around the corner, and we're entering the maker's area right here. And we'll see how many people we have. Right now it is saying we have 8. So this will give us 9 people here. Muhammad being here. Now we just have to find a space for him. So let's look here for a second. We have Adeline is here. Arden is here. And Sanchez? I heard something. I heard something and I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I have to get.
You have to unplug. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Just to check for a second. I don't hear anything now, but I heard something just then. I shortened the band on the treadmill. I don't know whether it stayed short. You might want to check it and see. But
It's fine. It's rolling thing.
okay, I think that something happened before she started rolling that. But all right. Okay.
Say hi and check.
Okay. This is Arden right here. Thank you. We're living with Vincentius Primus's parents, who are in their 90s. They're 93 years old. And so we do have to check from time to time if we hear noises, just to make sure that no one's fallen. And because that wouldn't be fun. We don't have any room for a druid, for one of the druids to become a courier. We would have to add another courier in this area in order to get the 9 that we need, which is interesting. Where would we like to put this courier who's going to work out of this warehouse? We could add a courier down in this area. This is where Hannah is. This is one of the, hold on. Get a sip of water. It's actually tea. This is Hannah in this area. Her freezer's open. Hold on. Close that. And we're headed through here. There's a courier standing in this hallway. We need a courier in the hotel area or around this location here. And I'm trying to think where I could put one. I can't put one anywhere in these buildings right now because they are only level, they're not level, they're not the right levels to put in. They'd have to be a level 5 for a permanent courier. All this area is level 5 here. And we could add a courier right here. I think I might like to do that. Here's another friendly bat. Right in this spot right here. Let's do that. So let's go. I have this. Let's come here and let's look at our courier stations. Do I have anybody to work this station to get the station ready? Underwater base, storage, courier, and there it is. The plain courier sitting right here. I definitely like this. We have something on each side here, and that's fine. So let us assign a builder, and this is a 0. Let's interrupt Case working on what he's working on for a moment, and we'll have him work on this. He's working on the hotel, but he's waiting for a lot of stone to be done, so we're going to cancel, and then he's not working on anything right now, and we're going to get him to work on this courier for Muhammad. So the station's going to be here, and yep, build options. Builder is Case. Build the building. So this won't take that long for it to get up to a level 5. Let's see who lives here. This is, this is where we have a bunch of people living together because there's not a lot. Rayansh and Nova are a couple and they have kids, and that is their house because of that. And over here, this is Brentley and Elsa. They also have kids, and that's why they have this house here, this apartment, I should say. Over here we have Quentin and Jenna, and they've been a couple for a fairly good long time. Do we actually freaking need some more housing in this area? Good gracious. I mean, we can have Muhammad move in here. I don't really want that many. Let's see how many beds there are up here. We have 1, 2, 3. So he can't move in. So this is the closest apartment building to where we just put him. It would seem that he would be right here, but there isn't anything there. Let's go to the Sika apartments, the brand new Sika apartments right here. That's so funny. Didn't he look like a rabbit? Look at that. He looks like a rabbit. Isn't that funny? Look at that. He actually looks like a rabbit. That is wild. So let's come through here. It's nighttime, and let's see who lives in the Sika. We've got a lot of people living back here too. Gemma and Matthew are a couple, and they're here. And this is Monroe and Miguel, and they are also a couple. Let's look here, and we have Whitley living by herself. And over here, who's here? Bronson, Tucker, and Fletcher are here. Whitley is living by herself. Tucker, let's look at them for a second. Who's living by themselves over here? Whitley, the restaurant, the diner, the owner of the dining hall. And we have Tucker, a student, being here? How is that possible? Oh, he's the bookstore. Yeah. So there's her choices. She can have the bookstore owner, the Fletcher. We're going to have Alec move in with her. Right here, Alec is going to move in with Whitley. Right there. Wait, let's see what it looks like. So Alec is 55 away living here. Tucker is 23 living, and who else? There's someone else that's over here. Hold on for a second. Bronson and Ledger. Let's look at Ledger for a second and see. Although Alec is downstairs here. Let's look at Ledger and see how far away he is. He's 55 also, so it doesn't matter. So they have a little bit long a commute. Now let's see what happens if we put Muhammad here. In comparison to Miguel and Rayanch, see where they are? So Muhammad's going to be fine here. What's curious is Muhammad's downstairs, and so is our other. That means there's not enough beds, or they don't like this bed, or this bed isn't in the right place, or maybe because this is here, they're not coming up to the bed. Chocolate chip cookies! Ooh! I can't tell. There are two beds up here, and he's down here. Budget, why
It's a
are
fine
you
day.
down here? Why aren't you sleeping upstairs? We'll find out in a minute. And you're down here too. Let's see what beds are up here. It either means that the bed's in the wrong place. Well, this is too bad. He wants to sleep in a bed next to her. Shall we put a bed here for now? We know there's a bed in this corner. Let's see if he comes up and sleeps here right away. He's not coming up tonight. We'll have to do something about their place. But he's not coming up tonight. And we'll close that door. Muhammad is now here with Ledger, and the two of them aren't going upstairs to sleep. So I have to figure out what I did with these beds that they don't like. Or they don't want to live here. No! Grr. Let me take this bed away for a second. I just accidentally slept in it. Let's put this bed here and put new beds down and see what happens. Because 4 people can live here. And so we'll check and see. They're not going to bed, so I'll have to come back and check it a little bit later. but Mohammed is here now, and when Case gets done working on this right here, he's going to be working from here. So this is going to be his, and but it's a 0 still, so no one can be there. So we're waiting on Case to get what he needs in order to build that. I'm going to sneeze. Thank you. There's no, oh, and he's on, Vincentius Primus is on headphones, which is why he didn't even hear his mom. So she didn't fall. He would have told me if she did. She probably, it probably was something she dropped or moved, and it just sounded larger than I thought. I know, we've never fixed that part up there. I think we might have to move that back. I think we might. Can we get out here? No, but we can get out over here. Let's get a pickaxe. And let's move back the stone. That's the remains of a building that was there. See, and it's actually helping this building from leaking. So we can do one of two things. If the building's going to leak, if this is going to leak, then we can put glass, we can put white in this area. And I think we might have to keep the building from leaking. Yay! It's done. Yay! So let's bring these all back in this area, and let's put white in here. Because it shows through there, and we don't need this showing anymore in this area. So we're just going to fill this in and have it not show on the inside. Dun, 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 dun. Is that enough? Is that enough? Brought this out too far. Bring it like that. Okay, good. So we'll put these back in the library. We'll put our pig back in our hot bar, and we can come down to the, let's find it right here. This is where we need to go back in. So we'll come up here and go back in. And I have siren sight right now. That's why it looks so bright. So I just have to wait for my eyes to adjust back to being on land again. There we go. And let's go down the hall. And Mohammed can now be stationed right here. And the worker is going to be Mohammed. And 45, that's not too bad. So he is 45 from here. And now we're going to go to the warehouse that he's going to be using, which is down this hall. We can cut through here. We can see Jameson down at the far end. That's the mine right there. Didn't we add a house here? We did. Does anyone live here? Jameson does. Okay. All right. I thought we added a house in this area. Let's go to the warehouse. So we're going to cut through Daniela's ore smeltery, and this is Leonardo right here. There's Logan going to his work, and here is the warehouse. And we'll come to here and manage the workers, and now it should show Mohammed, and it does, and we will hire him here. Now, it doesn't matter so much as they don't complain when they're far away from the warehouse. It just means that we have to recognize that that's going to cut down a little bit on them, but their location as far as their home is concerned and their courier office, that's the most important one. But he now has a key, so we have now 9, dun, 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 which is excellent. We have 9 here, we have 8 at the main warehouse, and we have, I think, 8 at the Northwest warehouse. We can go and check. That's probably going to be the last thing that we do today, is to just check. Do we have another person who is not working? Let's come here and look. Kylie. And what was Kylie? She is going to go to the athletic center. Agility and adaptability, she can't do that. She can't do that.
It's late.
Since she stopped going to school, her agility and adaptability has changed, which means she doesn't want to be. Interesting. Let me look at her mana, and her focus is more, I think she's going to go back to school. I don't think she's going to. The only way that we could do something about that is if she became a druid explorer. Her mana would go up and her focus would go up. We could have her do that. River and Spencer fostered her, and we'll have to change this. It was looking like she was going to go there. She definitely isn't going there. Gabriella is a stonemason now. Gabriella is stonemason, and we'll have Kylie either go back to school or become an explorer. Both of those are working for the university. So let's have her be a druid. She's young for a druid. Look at that. She doesn't even have double figures for it. I don't like that. She's going to go back to school. We're just going to put her back to research. Research, CARCH right now. And Stephanie, let's look at Stephanie for a minute. Stephanie's not interested. And Reynolds is supposed to be, and hold on, this is probably the last thing we're going to do here, is finding these people. Let's look at Reynolds for a minute. Is a courier. So we're going to put Reynolds at the Northwest as the last thing that we do. He's supposed to be a courier, and we have a space for him there. And we'll have Kylie go back to school, and that will be what she's doing, which means both of them will need housing, and that will have to be done. No. That'll have to be done the next time we come in, which is tomorrow during the event. We have a Twitch event tomorrow. Dun, 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 dun. The Twitch event is going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, United States. It's actually 7 o'clock my time, and 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And you can check on Drone Hands. It is the Big Frog Christmas event, and we've been invited to participate. It's just going to be an hour tomorrow, and we will start here with getting those kids where they're supposed to be. And I should put that Kylie is going back to school, and who else was the other one? Hold on. I don't want to lose it because I'm going to be very nervous tomorrow. it's really exciting when you're part of an event, but it's also scary. For me, it's scary. So Kylie is going to go back, and Reynolds is going to go to the warehouse. Kylie is school, Northwest warehouse. He was in orientation. He's obviously a druid who was a druid before he got here, and so he's going to orientation, and we'll do that. Yeah. All right. And so here I am. Thank you everyone for being here. Because I'm so early, Mr. Villager still has school and work and things that he's doing. So he is not here at the moment, but I want to thank him for being in chat, and thank everybody for watching. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you'll watch tomorrow when we're on Twitch and for the special event. And here we go. We're going to say goodbye right now. We have been listening to Excitable Me, which is Vincentius Primus's project. We've been listening to his music, not Drone Hands. Even though Drone Hands is who we usually have behind us, we were using some of his. Zaf! Oh, Zaf, I'm leaving. I have to go at this time of day. I'm so sorry. It's nice to see you, though. Hi, Zaf. I'm glad I got a chance to say hi. Yasu, Pussy, say how are you? Find out how Zaf is before I leave for just a moment. And we'll put this here. And yes, Case is working on Mohammed's, and we'll have to get him to finish working on that. Working on courier. And there we go. So, thank you everyone. Zaf, I hope you're okay. And here we go. I know, I just got here. It's okay. Okay. And here we go. Everyone, thanks for being here. Bye for now.